Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We're here at Sheesh Mayfair. Delighted to be joined by Adam Smith. Adam, it's a big day, an exciting day, but you just mentioned off camera, the work begins here. It's the next chapter of GBM, right?
It is the next chapter, and I'm delighted to have been part of the recent chapter, not from the very beginning. Izzy and Mitch and the team have done so well, and you can hear the celebrations going on behind us. It's very noisy. It's a day to mark a big future for GBM, and a lot of real dedication has been put into this business since it began as a little dream for Izzy and Mitch and Hassan, and I think that it's great to see us all moving in the right direction. There's real momentum. The train is gathering some steam. Hugely and highly respectful of those that are way above us, the Eddies, the Franks, the Bens, the Callers, that set the standard. But yeah, it's a really big day for GBM. It's a very exciting deal with the biggest, boxing global broadcaster on the planet in DAZN. It's very weird for me to say that, obviously, because Sky is obviously the biggest broadcaster of sport in the UK, and cut me in half and I always will still bleed Sky. My friends at Sky I still miss and adore. But look, I've got a different challenge now, and that is to help out a promotional company, and a promotional company I believe in. I love the team. I think it's a great story. I think the fighters are getting great fights, and the atmosphere on the nights have been brilliant. The events have been second to none at this sort of level, and I'm really looking forward to Coventry in a few weeks. And yeah, it's thanks to TalkSport for believing in us. TalkSport YouTube have been the platform. We've had some eyeballs, and it's been absolutely brilliant. They've been great, and now we've got the chance, this golden chance, to join up with DAZN and become a real partner alongside Matchroom and Golden Boy and others that are way down the line from us. And a multi-fight deal is a pretty big thing. So yes, we can all have a nice time today and a good meal, but the hard work starts at, what are we now, 2 o'clock? The hard work can start at 4 o'clock, and I mean that. It's this is the hard work to the Coventry show, and then we're going to have a summer where July and August we're just going to have a complete sort of reset and a think about how we're ready for this massive golden window of opportunity, and how we best use this multi-fight deal with DAZN, who believe in us. The executives at DAZN are fantastic. They love their boxing. They've loved what they've seen at GBM. They love what they think that we can deliver them, both in the UK and maybe even internationally, in the many territories, France, Germany, Spain, that they have. So there's lots of opportunities for us, but we've got to take those opportunities when they knock on the door. I always used to say to my team at Sky, opportunity knocks, you've got to take it. You've got the chance, now you've got to prove you're good enough to go through and deliver with it. And that's what we've got. We've got the opportunity. We've got this fantastic new deal with DAZN. We're delighted, we're very grateful, we're very humble for it, and bring it on. We're going to do our very best, and hopefully our best will be good enough to make a massive difference. I believe in GBM. I believe that we're doing the right thing, and I love the amateur show we put on at Doncaster the other night. I think to do the right thing with the young generation, to look after the fighters in the best way we can, and to put on the most entertaining shows for the fans. That's what's important. I took these roles at GBM and at Summit because I want to help give back. I want to help the athletes, and I think that this is a great opportunity and a great day for GBM to show everyone on DAZN now what we've learned and what fighters we've signed, and the great days that hopefully lie ahead.
I don't doubt it, and I just spoke to Izzy about this. Is this a key example of investing in yourself? Because Izzy started from the ground up. The shows were clearly something different to the other offerings of small hall shows that are about and will always be about, and they do serve their place in the sport. But this is a little bit different, and he's invested in himself, he's invested in yourself, you've invested in it, and now it is paying off, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, it's everyone that puts on boxing is great for the sport. So whichever level, if it's non-TV, the small hall promoters are fantastic. And Izzy's always wanted to, he's a he's a dreamer, he's a hustler, he's infectious to be around. He wants to be the best, and he knows he's got a long way till he can, sit at the same table as an Eddie or a Frank, of course. But he wants to be there, and he's got that ambition, and he's driven. I think that it's step by step. It's a learning process, and I think he's invested in himself. He's believed in himself. He's built a team around him. It's all about teamwork. It's all about getting young, innovative minds into the business, and then old, experienced ones, maybe like myself and Al Siesta, who've been around and seen the way it's worked. Al from a much more of a boxing and matchmaking point of view, me much more from a broadcasting sort of look, and we can bring our experience into the mix, and the young they're the ones that are the masters of social media and the way stories should be told, and we can come in and just try and hope guide them in the right direction and overcome the road bumps that there are, and there will be in the path ahead. But look, the minerals are there. What I like about GBM is that it's a young, vibrant company, and we believe in it. We believe in ourselves. We've got a good roster of fighters, attracting the likes of Kieran Malloy and Tin and Bradley, and having Huey Fury come on board he's been on GBM before, he's coming on the Coventry show. The likes of Danny Quartermain, big ticket seller, undefeated fighters, Niall Berry, a really good Shaq Thompson, really good fighters. And it's great that they've joined GBM. They believe in us, we believe in them, and we believe in our deal with DAZN. And I think the partnership and relationship with DAZN is going to open a lot of interesting doors, and I'm looking forward to working closer with them. I worked sort of alongside them in a way when Eddie did a deal with them in America and was with us at Sky in the UK. But of course, they took my friend Eddie, and we had to rebuild, which we did, of course, with Ben. But Eddie has had a great relationship with DAZN, and it'd be really good to work alongside him and be a major part of DAZN's future, because I believe DAZN are already the go-to boxing platform globally, and I think they just want to tighten that up and be the biggest platform for combat sports as well. The hiring of the brilliant Mike Ridout is a step in that direction, and I believe DAZN are going to be a major force in the next few years, and we're very glad to be just a small part of them, and we thank them very much for giving us this opportunity. It's now up to us to get down to work after we've had some lunch, after everyone said well done and all that. The work starts, the work begins, and we've got the chance, and we can't let it slip.
If we do dare to dream, then, in an ideal world, where is GBM in 12 months' time?
We're going to the very top in an ideal world, of course. You've got to dream, but it's got to be step by step, and it's got to be realistic. It's got to be, walking before you run, all of that. And I think that it's happened at a pace, and it's gathering that. Just like the steamrolled train, you're moving in the right direction, but there are going to be curveballs along the way. There are going to be difficulties, and we've got to be steady. We've got to be sensible. We've got to be smart, and we've got to stay in our lane too. I keep saying we went over to Saudi for the 5v5, and it's all very good sort of hanging out and seeing the big guys at work, but we're not there. We're nowhere near that. And the 5v5 was fantastic. I said to Izzy, we've got to learn. We've got to look at how the bigger promoters operate. We've got to learn from them. We've got to stay doing our business and true to our word. And if we do that, and we entertain our fans, and they come back, and the viewers like what we're doing, and we're putting on good fights, and we're treating our fighters right, then it will happen, and it will come. But if we dare to dream, yes, of course, we want to be right up there in the next year or two, but we're not there. And we are very fortunate to have worked out a terrific deal with DAZN, multi-fight deal. That's a big commitment from both parties, and we've worked hard for that, but they've obviously seen something in GBM that they like. I think the York Hall production, for example, was something I'd never seen before. It's things like that. It's Mitch Costello, people that don't get the credit, and his team at in the back rooms of GBM that they're putting in the hours and don't get the time in front of a camera, but they're the ones that are doing the hard work, and we need to do harder work in front as well. And with all the executive meetings that we're going to have with DAZN and how that partnership's going to bear fruit and become a really great partnership like Matchroom have with DAZN, or like Sky have had with all the promoters over the years. We've got to have that. It's got to be a connection, a combination, a chemistry. But there's no reason why we can't dream. Of course, Izzy's dreamt from the beginning. He sat at ringside and said, "I can do this." That's how it started. Well, he's doing pretty well, and I keep telling him, feet on the ground. Feet on the ground, Izzy, and he likes to get his feet off the ground, doesn't he? He likes to fly.
You've got to bring him down.
Which is what we love about him, because he is brilliant to be around, and it's great to see, and it's fantastic to have, somebody as flamboyant as Izzy, and he reminds me of a young Eddie, but, Eddie had a very smart guy behind him, and that was a father called Barry. Izzy's got to, work with the team, and we've all got to go forward together, and I believe he's going to be a great promoter in the years to come, but one step at a time. Let's look to Coventry. Let's not run. Let's make sure Coventry's a great show and it's a great night for the fans and for everyone watching on DAZN. And as I said, we'll have a lot of work to do behind the scenes in the summer, and we're going to come back in the autumn with some really cool shows and this great new partnership. So it's very, very exciting, and I like the people at DAZN very much, and it'd be really good. But I am seeing my old friends from Sky actually for a couple of drinks this week. It's a small world, isn't it? And I miss them very much. And they've got a big show this weekend with Richard Riakporhe and Chris Smith. I'm hoping to get down to see just as a fan, and it's great to see Sky doing so well. So this is business, and for me, this is a great deal for GBM with DAZN. It's slightly strange being with DAZN, but hey, it's a new world for me after my illness, and I'm pleased to be with Summit and with GBM. I'm pleased that they've given me the opportunity to do something that I love, working with great fighters again, and hopefully GBM is going all the way, and I hope I can provide just a little piece of advice every now and again, and keep us ticking in the right direction. And I'm sure Izzy will be telling you all that he's going to be the greatest promoter in the world soon. Probably already has, and let's hope that comes true.
Certainly, and as you rightly said, we are here to celebrate today, but the work does begin, so I don't really want to take any attention away from this, but I just want to ask you one question away from GBM Sports partnership with DAZN, and I want to ask you about
Savannah Marshall, surely.
Savannah Marshall, who you've had an excellent relationship with as a Sky Scholar, correct? And she put in a great performance, a great debut. I don't think anyone expected that from her.
I mean, Ben, Mick and I, we're all ringside. It was incredible. It was surreal. It was phenomenal that she'd done this. I mean, I worked with her in the Sky Scholarship days, and I first met her when she was broken after the London 2012 Games. She was hot favourite to win that, and obviously Clarissa won gold there and again in Rio. And Savannah was really on the floor, and she was so shy, she couldn't speak. It was tough bringing her back from that. And I look to how she's blossomed over the years to become a two-weight champion, to try something completely dangerous, difficult, different in the smart cage. And how she did it, not just on her feet, but she had to get up off the floor and find a way to beat a very, very courageous first opponent. It was dramatic, exciting. I'm so proud of her. Honestly, I was beaming all of Sunday. I was just thought where she's come from, through everyone's help, Peter Fury particularly, but her, what she's done inside her, Savannah, absolutely brilliant. And it was great spending time with the Goats, with Clarissa Shields in Newcastle, and we look forward to seeing them in a smart cage, in a ring, maybe both. The rivalry, the history will continue, and that was great. And then we got another rivalry on Saturday night with Riakporhe and Willem Smith. So we go from one to the next. It's great times for combat sports.
Certainly is. And just last one, Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois. Is that the right fight for September 21st, as we're led to believe?
You know it's the right fight. 100% it's the right fight. We know that Fury and Usyk have the rematch in December 21st. We know that the other heavyweights, some have fought, others are going to be waited upon. AJ is fighting at Wembley on September the 21st. Daniel Dubois is the ideal, perfect, I wouldn't even say opponent, because Daniel's got a live chance in this fight, right? AJ will start favourite, but I remember the rounds they sparred back in Sheffield.
Are you there?
Daniel Dubois is a very dangerous heavyweight, and he's young at 26, and he's got settled with Don Charles, and psychologically he has grown immensely, and physically he executed an unbelievably good game plan to beat Filip Hrgović. So AJ's going to have to take this fight extremely seriously. He's back with his mojo back, rejuvenated under Ben Davidson. Daniel Dubois, rejuvenated under Don Charles. It's the perfect setting. The National Stadium, the iconic Wembley. It's been a while since we've been there. We've had obviously AJ Klitschko there. We've had White Fury, some of the biggest nights. I think 94,000 White Fury. I think they're looking to maybe even break that at Wembley. I think Turkey's coming over June 25th. That's the word on the street. You'll know more. But I know that negotiations are going on behind the scenes for AJ and Dubois as we speak. I can't wait. I hope it happens. It's a great fight. It's a battle of Britain. And while we still wait for Fury and AJ, which I'm sure will happen at some point, this is the ideal one to happen. And don't write Daniel Dubois off for a moment in this fight because of what he just did.
Andrew Smith, thank you very much.
Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.